Women's inquiry remained contentious until the bitter end. Victim lawyer Cameron Ward dedicated a substantial portion of his closing arguments pointing out the failures of the commission probing the bungled Robert Pickton investigation. However, the inquiry's commissioner cut him off before he could finish. Rob Smith has more.
The Vancouver Police Department should, in short, Mr. Commissioner, be ashamed of itself.
After 8 months of testimony, final arguments at the Missing Women's Inquiry began this week. But before the lawyer for the victim's family could complete his submission, Commissioner Wally Oppal cut him off.
So that subject could be disclosed.
Your extra 15 minutes are now up.
Thank you.
Lori Ann Ellis and Lillian Baudouin both had relatives suspected of being victims of serial killer Robert Pickton. Both have spent every day in the front row,
And I hope that Mr. Oppal lays his head down on his pillow and all those lawyers in there tonight, that they feel ashamed for how they treated these families. It is just disgusting.
Never serve justice. Never get justice. That's the whole shameful thing.
Cameron Ward was critical of the inaction of the RCMP. He's after bodies were discovered at Pickton's farm.
Detective Constable Lori Schenner, she described the Vancouver Police Department as a dysfunctional old boys organization. Many of her male colleagues wouldn't have pissed on the women if they were on fire.
Ward criticized the commissioner himself, stating his commission lacked transparency and was incomplete. He argued police were allowed to manipulate the hearings and a role, if any, the Hells Angels played.
The nexus between organized crime, the Picktons and Piggy's publicized before these hearings began.
It was at this point Oppal had had enough and cut Ward short.
I'll speak to any member of the public who wants to hear the full submission outside.
All 8 months for what? An hour? Because we kept on getting interrupted. Cameron kept on getting interrupted, sorry. And it was just, it appalled me.
Give them the respect.
I can tell you, no one has more respect for the families than I.
Was granted an extra 5 months to complete his report. At this point, the families fear it will be a report that doesn't get at the full truth. They will have to wait and see if it answers the main question behind this commission. How was Robert Pickton allowed to go on killing poor, marginalized sex trade workers for so long? Rob Smith, APTN National News, Vancouver.